From right here, to me, it almost looks like a trimaran, you know, or a spaceship, but it is a catamaran. Not in the best shape, needs some work. Wow, okay. It looks better than I thought from looking at from the outside. What's up, guys? Today I've got for you a tour of a 1989 Privilege 48. Now this boat is going to be a bit of a project, but it is priced pretty low when you compare it to other catamarans of this size. Now we're gonna see if this boat is gonna be worth the price that they're asking, as well as worth taking on the project. If you're enjoying these videos, be sure to leave a like and remember to subscribe as well. It certainly helps us a ton, so thank you in advance, and without further ado, let's get to the tour. Gonna go ahead and board from right here. Looking at this deck again. It's pretty nice, it's solid, aluminum. Some kind of compartments here, maybe for lines or something to do with fishing. I honestly don't know. Let me know in the comments if you do. Going back to starboard. We've got a relatively small, when you compare this to newer cats, coach roof that covers the cockpit right there. But because of that, you've got good sight lines and good visibility from the helm, so that's pretty nice. Taking a look at the helm station. Again, you know, I can see the whole boat pretty much from right here, except, you know, the opposite bow right there, but I can still kind of see it if I lean to the right. So pretty good sight lines. The one thing I want to say about this helm station is it is pretty open, pretty unprotected, so that is unfortunately a downside to having these good sight lines. Guys, as you probably can tell, this boat is a bit tired. It is older, does need some work, but it is a lot less money than other privileges, so that is a good thing. We're gonna go ahead and come back to the cockpit. We're gonna go forward first. Looks like we have some solar panels on top of the coach roof there, 2 solar panels. We've got the boom to one side. Life raft up top right there. Going forward. Nice safe deck going forward. And then this is a characteristic of privileged boats. A lot of them have this big center section right here. So we're gonna see that's gonna be a cabin down there. Going forward. Down here it looks to be, it's actually a head. I did not expect that. Again, not in the best shape, needs some work. Going forward again. Got a dolphin seat up here on the starboard bow. Looking to the port bow. Looking at the head sail configuration, head sail is going to be to that forestay there, and then there is an inner forestay as well. I guess if you wanted to rig up a small staysail or storm jib, you could. Got smaller trampolines right here. Again, we've got that bigger center section right there. Anchor windlass is going to be down there. I believe that's going to be down into a cabin or a berth. easy access to the mast right here. I like that a lot. It's not, you know, up high on some coach roof where it's dangerous to get to it. So that's pretty nice. Do have a spinnaker pole right here. Walking towards the port side bow. Gonna look in the port side bow locker. And this looks to be just a locker, so not a head. Going up to port side bow, dolphin seat. And I think this is really an interesting design, you know, having that big center section of the bridge deck there. As you can see, it doesn't go down very far, and where it does, it creates kind of a V shape, so it supposedly doesn't slam. Interesting looking boat. I mean, from right here, to me, it almost looks like a trimaran, you know, or a spaceship, but it is a catamaran. I like the looks of it. Very 90s. Looking up the rig. Double spreader, main mast. We don't have swept spreaders. So this rig's probably a little bit better for performance. But again, you know, as the times change, rigs change, shrouds. It looks like Privilege probably offered dual helms as an option, because this looks like it's set up for a potential helm station, but it's just not there. I mean, it has the same shape, so that's kind of interesting. So there's only a single helm, whereas maybe some of these boats have dual helms. That would be a little bit better. Top of the coach roof. All of these sections here have storage in them. They are locked though. I don't have the key, unfortunately. Another area right here to lay down on, lounge on. And then a nice big cockpit area to hang out on. This is nice and protected, central to the boat. This is a very, very comfortable place to hang out during a passage. And then obviously you've got floor drains for if waves come up and into and then down. Again, locked, unfortunately, but you do have storage underneath these benches as well. Let's go forward. First, before we get to the interior of this boat, I want to thank Element for sponsoring this video. Now, sponsorships like this help keep the content flowing, so I want to thank you guys as well for understanding. Now, I hate to admit that I've had an unhealthy energy drink addiction in the past. The way I broke this addiction is with healthy drinks that also tasted good and had little to no calories. Enter Element. Now, what is that though? Well, it's a tasty electrolyte drink mix that has things your body needs and nothing it doesn't. So basically it has salt and no sugar. Element contains a science-backed electrolyte mix, which is essentially 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium per serving. It has that with none of the junk. So no sugar, no gluten, no food coloring, no additives, no artificial ingredients, no fillers, no caffeine, basically no BS. Now, everyone needs electrolytes, especially those that are on low-carb diets, practice intermittent fasting, are athletes, or just plainly sweat a lot. Now let me tell you, cruisers in tropical climates certainly sweat way more than average. Also, electrolyte deficiency or imbalances can cause headache, cramps, weakness, and or fatigue. Because of these reasons, Element is the exclusive hydration partner to Team USA weightlifting and used by many pro athletes. The best part, Element is giving away free sample packs to you guys to try. To get your free sample pack and just pay for shipping, go to drinkelement.com/learningthelines or click the link in the description. All right guys, thanks for sticking with me. Let's get back to the boat tour. All right guys, I got the doors open to the main salon. Let's go ahead and head inside. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Again, just everything's just a little bit tired, but inside here it looks better than I thought from looking at from the outside. So not too bad. Definitely needs work. But this is a nice layout. Got a galley down, it looks like. Big seating area forward. Again, that's kind of going into that section of the hull right there. And then a forward-facing nav station. You guys know how I like those. However, even though it's a forward-facing nav station, that is not a very good window to see forward at the nav station. So that's a little bit of a drawback there. But overall, you know, obviously some cosmetic issues. Alright guys, let's go ahead and check out the port side hull first. We'll check out the galley. Got a fridge, cold storage right there. Headroom does come down a bit, and the headliner needs some refreshing as well. Nice little galley down. Looking at it from above. Does look like this boat has air conditioning. This is a really big sink for a boat of this age. Propane stove and storage down here. Storage up above as well. This is kind of funny. Dedicated coffee mug storage up there. Alright guys, going forward. Gotta watch your head right here. It did just hit my head there. We've got a cabin right here, little seating area, hanging locker. Hanging locker here, so storage for your clothes. Turning towards the aft. And we've got a double berth right here. Bridge deck double berth. Very nice. Nice forward cabin. And then forward of all that, we have a head with a shower. So this is going to be a wet head, but a big wet head. It's all in pretty good shape. Shower drain on the floor there. This ain't too bad. And then you got a ventilation hatch above. Let's go ahead and turn aft. Going through the galley. Kind of a similar style cabin here as well. Another bridge deck berth. This is in the aft section of the boat. And then another head right here. Looks pretty good to me. Turning forward. So not a bad haul. Got a galley, 2 cabins, 2 heads. Pretty nice. Going up to the main salon. Past the nav station here. Going down into the starboard side hull. It looks like we've got, instead of a galley, we've got, you know, lots of storage on this side, which is, you know, pretty nice, crucial, especially for a cruising boat. I'm gonna go ahead and go forward. again, I think we're gonna find a recurring theme here. Double berth, bridge deck berth, and a head forward of all that. With a shower. Closed storage. Seating area. Going aft. And then what will we find here? I wonder. Oh, look at that. It's another similar cabin with a head, so down below in the main area of the boat, we've got 4 cabins, 4 heads. I did find that other odd head in the starboard bow, so that makes me think that center section probably has something down there, maybe another berth, like a crew berth. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to open that up now. So I just opened this hatch up, and yep, we've got a berth down here. So I just came back in the main salon area, and I think you access that area from right here. Wow, okay. So I was just looking at this area from up above. So this is the other berth, or other cabin. All right, guys, everything makes sense now. I'm sitting in the main salon area. This is definitely a comfortable place, you know, on the boat. This is an odd one, you know. I think this is an interesting boat. I think some of you guys are really gonna like it. Some of you guys are really gonna hate it. Let's go ahead and start the below decks continuous walkthrough now. All right, guys, so I'm gonna start up here in the starboard side forward head. Okay, we've got a full head, starboard side, forward section. Turn and aft, double berth, closed storage, going aft. We've got this hallway with lots of storage on either side. And then now we're in the aft starboard cabin. Double berth again. Little seat, clothes storage, and its own respective head. Turning forward. And going up into the main salon. We've got a forward-facing nav station directly forward. Seating area here. And then forward of that seating area, we've got another double berth. That's probably like the crew berth. Nice view out back. Cold storage here. And then galley down. Nice galley down. I'm going to go ahead and go forward and then come back. Another double berth. And its respective head. The forward heads do seem to be a little bit bigger than the aft heads. Going back through the galley, going into the aft section of the port hall now. Another cabin. And an aft head back here. Alright guys, aside from, you know, that other head that you access from the deck, that is the full continuous below decks walkthrough. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Alright guys, my impression of that one was that it is definitely a unique boat, but man, it needs a lot of work. It is definitely tired. I actually just realized, you know, that boat's so unique. It had so many different like things to it and everything. I didn't even remember to look at the engines, so I apologize to you for that, guys. They are old. They have about 5,000 hours on them, but they do run from what I understand. But anyway, guys, this is obviously a retired charter boat with the 5 cabin, 5 head layout. I mean, that's a lot of heads. For cruising, I don't know if that is necessarily the best layout, and I think this boat's charter days are also over. So I think anybody that wants to purchase this boat is probably someone that needs to be okay with taking on a huge project. And at the current price, which is going to be in the description below along with the broker contact information as well as with all of my videos, I don't know if that's necessarily worth it. But I do think the owner is probably negotiable, so, you know, take that with what it is. As far as the overall design, I can see myself liking it, but again, it's just not in the best shape. I mean, it kind of shows its age. I think the boat looks cool, you know, from a kind of nostalgic 90s perspective. It definitely looks like a 90s boat, even though it's an 89, but it looks like a 90s boat to me. But there are definitely things about it that didn't really age well. I do like the galley layout. I do like the forward-facing nav station. The main salon is, you know, pretty comfortable, but the 5 cabin, 5 head layout, kind of odd unless you're running a charter boat. I can't really see this boat being that fast either, although Privilege is known for their build quality, so this is probably a pretty solidly built boat, despite what it looks like. Anyway, guys, yeah, I mean, it's an odd one. It's old, it's a project, but I don't know, maybe it's perfect for somebody. It didn't really hit home with me, though. I want to know what you guys think about this boat. Is it overpriced? Is it worth the project? I don't know. I want to hear what you guys think, so leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. If you want more information on this one, like I said before, asking price and broker contact information is going to be in the description below if you're interested in potentially purchasing this vessel. I do hope you enjoyed the walkthrough for what it is. Hopefully informational, somewhat educational, even though I'm not an expert in anything, but I'm hoping these tours kind of help to show you guys, you know, what's out there. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell if you want to know each and every time we drop a video. See you guys.
I've got it right and I got it wrong, but I